Welcome to the Crowned Medium, where Her Highness Lorenda Carr delivers intuitive clarity, messages from spirit, and tools to elevate your spiritual journey.
Good morning, everybody. We're getting all the things going. Lorenda Carr here. We are getting all the platforms up and running. There's so many buttons to push. I'm telling you. How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are we all holding up? Hello, hello. We got Yessie over here. We've got Ruthie. Hello, hello. Make sure you guys, you know what to do in the TikToks. I was going to give up on the TikTok. I was going to give up on it. And I had a couple people talk me out of doing that. So good morning, Cindy. Hello, hello, my bougie friend. How are you? Good to see you guys. Hello, everybody. Make sure as you're joining in on the different platforms, be sure to tap and share and do all the things to push me out. You know the drill. You know the drill. I shouldn't have to say it, but also make sure to say hi. I want to see what you guys are up to. Hello, hello. Oh, thank you, Mystic. Good morning. I have no actual plan today. I did get a new crown, though. I haven't even fully opened it yet. You guys are going to crack up at it, though. You're going to 100% crack up with the new crown. So we have a crown reveal. Good morning, Bobby Jean. How are you, my friend? Good morning. So make sure you guys are, if you could share, tap all the things. Awesome, Shelly. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I don't know. I'm still on the fence, but I've agreed to help out with the Camp Chesterfield marketing. And so I started their TikTok account just to see how things are going. And we got traction on one video, which is good. So also, if you guys are not following Camp_Chesterfield yet, make sure you got to do that. We don't even have 100 followers yet. However, good morning, Jen. I'm going to see you in a couple days. Whoop, whoop. Good morning, Anna. Good morning, Berta. Hey, girl. Hey. Oh my God. I love it when you come in and do that. Do you feel like you're personally done with the app, or is it the engagement and stuff? A little bit of both. It's a little bit of both. And also just knowing kind of what the new ownership and all the things like, yeah, I don't know if I really trust where things are going with it, so, I'm having a lot of work. I'm biding my time. I'm sitting with spirit with it. And they seem to think I need to show up again this week. So that's what I'm doing. Good morning, Amy. Happy Thursday to you too. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Tamara. Welcome in. Welcome in. So make sure you guys are saying hello and engaging and just, all 15 of you. And that's just it. I just want to understand. I am really close, you guys, to 40,000 followers. I see people with way, way less followers. I mean, I post, I do all the things that all the Googles and the Chat GPTs and everybody else tells me to do. And I cannot, you'll see, like, yeah. So, and I'll see people show up at 7 in the morning, 8 in the morning, 9 in the morning. It doesn't matter what time of day. And they have 100, 200 people in their room. And like, I don't know. So I'm just trying to figure it out, trying to get my footing and figure out what direction I need to go. And I think also it's important that we just, that we keep in mind that the world is very heavy right now. And there's a lot of shifting and changing. And there's just a lot. There's a lot going on. And I don't know that right now is the time to make giant jumps and giant changes. Yes, but the ones that are here are meant to be here and know your worth. Absolutely. And so that's why I never want to come off as ungrateful. Like, I only have 15 of you. When I'm like, oh my God, I've got 15 of you. So that being said, I do try to be appreciative and thankful for all of you that do show up every week. And I'm so, so grateful. And I just adore all of you. And, I'm so thankful because you know what, my business is based on referrals. And today, like after I'm done with the live, I've got someone coming over for an in-person reading that was a referral from a friend. So, I know that you guys talk, you guys shout out and refer to your friends. And you trust me. Many of you trust me with their readings. And that means so much to me. And also Melissa over in, oh my goodness, it's been 6 minutes, you guys. It's been 6 minutes. Oh. So this is where I would say, do you want fries with that? Or do I look like a drive-through medium? And also maybe read the room. And that's not always the best idea. And just so you know, I'm not going to reach out to you, Melissa, but a scammer will, and they'll pretend to be me because I've got a lot of fake accounts that pretend to be me. And they're probably going to be like, oh my gosh, I know Travis. He's come through to me. He came to me in my dream and for $500. Just be aware. Just be aware. I try to educate my people on being mindful of don't drop your questions in the chat. Don't do that. It's just not safe. Or if you're going to be bold and, walk into Target and shout out your business and ask, all these strangers if they know your life, then, do that. But just know that sometimes there's repercussions with that. So you've been fairly warned. Yeah. So yes, make sure you guys do not drop your stuff in the chat. And again, read the room because yeah, we're talking about life being kind of heavy right now. And you come in here and ask for a message. Okay. The message is read the room. That's what your friend had to say. All right. So I think today we're going to pull some cards. Right? Thanks, Tamara. I like me too. So I do try to educate my followers on the safety. I know on safety. Good morning, SP. Hi, friend. I do try to educate my people on making sure that you are not putting yourself in unless there are mediums that do live readings on all the platforms that say, yes, please drop your question. And that is perfectly fine. That is their platform. No shade to them, nothing. Right. But just know that's not how I do things. And actually, yeah, that's not how I do things here. Hi, Elizabeth. Good morning. Welcome in, everybody. So I went to book club last night and I actually read the book because sometimes you just go to book club for the camaraderie, right? And went to book club last night, but the book that we read has been really, really weighing on me. And I decided this is why I read fantasy, because too much reality that seeps into current vibes, current energy, current politics, current events that you see history repeating itself. So this book was called The Little Liar. And it was about World War II and from the Jewish, like the stories about the Jews in Greece. Did you all know that there were 50,000 Jewish residents in Greece at the time of World War II? And by the time World War II was done, there were only 2,000. Yeah. So it's been kind of weighing on me, kind of heavy. And so I think today's a good idea. We maybe talk about protecting our energy and understanding where we're spending our energy and where we're educating it, making sure we're educating ourselves on things. Good morning, Tina. Good morning, everybody. And so when you're in that space and thinking about things and thinking about the world on the political stage and how it's impacting you all the way from the world stage down to your very, very tight community, maybe like your very small circles, who's being affected? What's it looking like? and having that empathy and being prepared to stand up for your friends, being prepared to deal with aftermath. Oh, thank you, Anna. There's just so many things to look at. So it's really hard now for me to step into that space of, oh, I have an idea. Let's create a bunch of videos and be cute and funny. Thank you, Rosemary. How do we navigate that? So what are you guys doing to help protect your energy and to navigate these interesting times? And Melissa, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for that. Melissa has apologized because she didn't read the room. But thank you very much for that. That actually means a lot. So I try to protect people's energies and privacy and everything else. So there are mediums that are willing to do that. I'm just not it. I'm not it. And that doesn't mean that you wouldn't get a reading, because I do oftentimes do. I do readings. I do live free readings here when the spirit, but they're all spirit led. So anyway, so here we are. So thank you. So I had in the comments. Oh, Amy says, following your Camp Chesterfield account. Can't wait to see what's gets posted. Can't wait to get back there. So if you guys don't know, I did agree to be the lead for Camp Chesterfield's marketing team. And I'm still sitting with that. I'm still trying to figure out if, like, within hours of me stepping into that role and starting to get the vibe of where everything is, what's already been done, I got an email being reprimanded. So for something, I'm like, ooh, is this where I should be? So you all know how well I received that kind of information. Like, don't ask me to do something. Make sure you know to read the room, right? Not read the room, but like y'all know my style. Y'all know my style. I know. And I would never recruit a contemporary teacher to teach tap class. I'm just saying. I have a protection bag I made. Also, I wear a labradorite. Nice. I love that, Mystic Moon. So I would encourage you to go follow Camp Chesterfield's Camp_Chesterfield. There are 2 accounts. One has like 0 or 1 follower. We're not sure where that came from or who created that. And then there's the one that I created. There's like 4 or 5, I think 5 videos on there right now. So make sure to go engage and follow. I think what's happening, they really are trying to step into a new place. Yes, on TikTok. And I'm taking over the other socials as well. But I'm still trying to get a vibe of what they're currently doing, how they're currently scheduling things, what their flow is. There's still some meetings that need to happen to make sure that I'm not just going in like a bull in a china shop, like what I do. That's what I do. Or a lion in the Serengeti. I don't know. I've been reading a few Soul Speak. Yes, I love Soul Speak. So you've been reading Soul Speak by Julia Cannon. Yes, I have that back here. 5 Lives Remembered by Dolores Cannon. Yes, that's a great book. Keep my mind on positive things. Yeah, it's tough. Like when we're, and especially, so going back to even what Melissa is saying, is she lost a friend in July, right? So Melissa, what are you doing to keep your energy up and to stay positive when we lose a friend, or when we go through times of loss or hard times, or when big changes happen energetically? What are we doing to keep our spirits up? I read a book that I go to book club, and it just kind of about broke me. So like, and then I was that person like, well, what are your thoughts on such and such? I'm like, I've got thoughts, but then I felt like I was taking over the room. And then you know how you can feel, I don't need a puppy. I have a dog who just cost me $500 yesterday at the vet just for shots and checkup stuff. I don't want another dog and all her bougie expensive food. So I love puppies, but I don't need one. Good morning, Michelle. Good morning. I step out in front yard. It's a wide open field and I breathe. Oh, I love that. My front yard is snow. Still, they are cute at that stage, but then they eat everything. So, you guys, yeah, I look within myself and make sure I'm being the change I want to see in the world. It starts at home. Absolutely. And that's what I think the biggest lesson is I'm trying to teach myself right now is I can only do so much. I cannot control anybody else's decisions. I cannot control anybody else's thoughts. And understanding that everyone is here on a different path. Everyone's on their own path. We all have our own trajectory. We all come in with our own checklist of things. And even in QHHT, I've talked about this before. I had a couple client come and do, like, husband came and then a few weeks later the wife came, but they didn't share their experiences just to see if they landed in the same place or if they shared lives together. And they both, when you do a QHHT or BQH with me, we try to explore at least 3 lives, right? Unless one of them had such an impact that we end up asking a lot of questions and deep diving in that one. But usually we go through 2 to 3 lives. And then sometimes even cross over and experience the other side. Like, no joke. It's crazy cool. And this couple, they did land in a lifetime that they shared together. It wasn't even that, oh shoot, hang on. Hang on here. Okay, I forgot to do not disturb it. All of a sudden my notifications are going off. I'm like, leave me alone, people. I'm busy being famous. Hi, Kelly, I see you in here. Hi, my friend. One of my favorite humans. So they landed in the same place, and it was very much like a prairie kind of thing. They had landed in what we call a digging potatoes, mundane life, right? It wasn't even that, like, it wasn't like anybody was a king of England or nobody was fighting wars. They were just existing together, but they both had such different stories to tell from their perspective. But we knew they were in this. I knew from my perspective, because I had done the QHHT for both of them, that they were in the same lifetime. And they would describe one another. They both described each other. And that was one that I made a point to get really good details on. Well, what does your husband look like? Well, what does your wife look like? And what do your children look like? Like, describe them. What does your house look like? Really try to get some good descriptive stuff there. But it was interesting, just the perspective in that lifetime and the lessons they learned and the purpose that they went there. What lessons they were supposed to be learning, what ultimately they learned, why did they choose that lifetime? Why did they choose that one another? And the perspectives were so different, so different. And it was just very eye-opening in the way that I feel like we need to remember that here. That in the present time. Because, someday in another lifetime when I'm doing a QHHT, trying to figure out this life or, revisit this, I'm going to run into my now husband and we're going to have different lives then. And we're going to see different perspectives. And, and that has actually happened. So in my own QHHT, my own regressions, I've seen, how my husband and I have spent time together and different roles that we've played in other lifetimes. And the perspectives are so different, and I think we see that even in real time. I know we do. I mean, how many of you are, and you don't have to disclose this, you align with one political party and then someone else that aligns wholly and fully with another political party, and you're like, I don't get it. How do you not see how wrong you are? No matter what side you're looking at, How can you not see how wrong you are? Because your perspective is one thing, your life experience is one thing, and then theirs is another. And it's so hard. I'm not quiet about my side of the fence. I am not quiet about my side of the fence. And good morning, Carrie. Good to see you. I'm not quiet about where I stand. And I think our trajectory is not good. And I've seen that coming since 2015, if not sooner. Thank you. And the trajectory is not good. And the people that turn a blind eye and accept certain things right now, I can't wrap my mind around any of it. But as the spiritual practitioner, and the QHHT practitioner, seeing what I see and experience through other people's lens and through their experiences in QHHT, it's like I have to accept and understand that everyone comes here with a different role and a different belief system. And there's a reason they come into the families they come into to align with certain belief systems and the friends that they come in with in order to play a role. That's how I look at it is we come here to play a role and to teach lessons and to learn lessons. Sometimes we're the teachers, sometimes we're students, and I think that's the hardest part, like looking at the political landscape. And it's not just politics, friends. This is people's lives. This is not just, well, I like my tax break. Okay, good for you. Good for you. You want your tax break, but at what price? And that's how I see it. But why are you so hateful about it? Why can't you just let me exist? Well, why can't you let other people exist? And that's kind of where I am. I just want to exist in this world. I want to run my business without the surrounding businesses putting up fences, literally, and trying to get me shut down just because they want property, because they have a bigger plan that doesn't include me. Why can't you just let me exist? Why can't people that are super belief system over in what, like, that think that what I do as a psychic medium is of the devil? It's the devil, Bobby Boucher, but they'll come for me. They'll try to take me down, and or other practitioners like me. But why? Just let me exist. Looking at World War II. Why did we go for a specific, why did we go, not we, but why did they like try to annihilate an entire race of people? Why? Let them exist. They weren't hurting you. They're not hurting you, but why? Ooh, did anybody else see on the YouTube? Anybody else see that orb just go by? That was kind of cool. So it's looking at the perspectives. And I think this book called Little Liars, or The Little Liar, was a reminder of that. Oh, thank you, Kelly. That's beautiful. Thank you for that gift. Oh my gosh. Thank you. Just understanding that. I think that's the only way I'm going to be able to get through any of this is I'm going to put one foot in front of the other. I'm going to treat people with the kindness and respect that I would want, that I expect. Treat people with dignity. Have empathy. Try to heal. Try to help people find peace and healing. Still protect my own energy. Oh, thank you, Kelly. And oh, hi, Brian. Good morning. And treat people the way I would want to be treated. And I think that's the disconnect here in our society now, is that people aren't understanding that. They're not having that sense of empathy. They're not, like, they want to be treated and uplifted in all the ways, right? But they don't want to give that. And it's super important that when someone comes for you over and over again, you can only have empathy for so long before you have to set boundaries. And it's okay to set boundaries with people who don't respect your boundaries. So, I can have empathy and sympathy. And I can set boundaries. Yeah. Thank you, Roman. Preach. So that being said, I think I'm just going to stick to my fantasy stories. I think I'm done reading serious books for a while because that book was a lot. And I think the first several chapters, I just cried. I just cried because, again, I've seen the trajectory of where we're headed, and I've seen it for many years, 10 years now. I've been seeing it coming, and now I'm seeing it play out. But how do I protect my energy, and how do I set the boundaries and still have empathy and still be a voice of change? And I think that's also the thing, is I want to be able to make sure I'm a voice of change and a voice of reason and a voice of education, and letting people know that in the end, we are going to be okay as a collective. And I hear people like my husband, he's so overly logical. It's ridiculous. But hearing him say things like, listen, it all shakes out. Like, it does all work out. But how many years and how many lives lost and how many people are emotionally destroyed? So how do we care for ourselves in the meantime while it's shaken out? Right? And how do those of us who see the writing on the wall, those of us who've known for a long time that this was coming, how do we exist? How do we find our place in it? How do we be the voice of change? How do we be the voice of understanding? And how do we hold space for people that need a safe place? Brian says it's a big lesson for me there. Amy, we all need self-care mentally and physically, but doing so without hurting others. Boundaries are important. Yeah, they are. They're very important. And, and then also just existing in a place of, I live in an area, and I am of us. This is not a brag. This is not I'm not trying to be awful when I say this. But I am in a place of privilege just by the right. And people often assume that I side with them because of, but I'm glad that the world is shifting and that we are starting to, that people like myself are in a position where we're starting to stand up and be louder. But we've been told to be quiet for many, many centuries. So, hi, Susan. Be a light and people find you. And that's why I keep telling myself, I'm going to keep being a light. I'm going to be, and that's another light, Susan. It's another light force to be reckoned with. She's not afraid to speak out. That's why we're friends. Her and her Jersey accent, which is amazing. So we're talking about being a light in the craziness, Susan. And understanding our place. And as light bringers and as healers, whatever we want to label ourselves as, finding and holding the perspective and the space, I guess. So taking care of ourselves. Because if you don't, when the plane is going down, Exactly. I'm a big giant flame setting things on fire for sure. In my big Leo energy. But you know, when the plane's going down, if you don't put your mask on first, you're not going to be of any help to anybody, right? And I think that's more, we're learning that more and more. But I think even, and I've talked about this many times before, so if I apologize if I sound like a broken record, but I think Gen Xers especially, and even in prior generations, women specifically, you know, we're told to be less and do less. We had to do more for everybody else. Like we were programmed and conditioned to believe that we just had to give, 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 give. Our goal is martyrdom, sainthood. Because if we are taking for ourselves, if we are working on ourselves, then we are selfish. And I think now that this shift of energy going into this feeling of the age of Aquarius, feminine rule, feminine energy, I think we're really starting to see a shift, and it's uncomfortable for those who will not be in the front anymore. Right. But we've been told for so long that if we're not miserable, then we are selfish. If we find if I look in the mirror and go, girl, my hair's looking good today, then I'm conceited. If I feel confident about something, I'm arrogant or I'm a bitch. Yeah. So that's what we were raised to believe, that we needed to give, give, give. And that pendulum's shifting now. But those of us who are raised with that belief system, how do we balance that? How do we continue to serve and give and help, be a helper without destroying ourselves in the process? Right? How do we do that? And again, it's not even political climate. This is humanitarian climate. This is human. Therapy, yes, therapy's good. I actually had given thought to going back to therapy, and then I realized, nope, because then I have to start over, and I have no interest in doing that, because my therapist moved. So I'm like, I don't think I want to start over. But I believe that I do spend a lot. It's humanity. It's no longer political. In my mind, it's no longer party lines. It's human dignity. It's respecting the soul, respecting the human. I don't care who you worship or what you worship. Just mind your business, pay your taxes, do what you need to do. Right? I had a thought and then I left. I think I got a spirit stepping in. My ears did a thing. Hi, Rhonda. Oh my gosh, my ears are really doing a thing right now. I can't tell if they're trying to pop. Oh, good morning, Michelle. I can't tell if they're trying to pop or if it's spirit. They're like doing this weird thing. It's bizarre. So anyway, so welcome in, Michelle. We're talking about humanity and finding and holding space as spiritual people. How do we walk that line? How do we, and I'm seeing it in real time in an organization. I'm not going to mention the organization, but I'm watching it in real time with an organization. The division, because belief systems, because of silly belief systems, and taking people who are so educated and valued and have done the work and casting them aside. And it makes my heart hurt because these people are so amazing, but we're just casting them aside because they don't fit a narrative. And I see that in real time, not just, I see it in spiritual community, I see it in religious community, I see it in everyday, in corporate No, you may not interrupt, Aaron, and drop your questions because you would have read my intro. Okay. So that just drives me crazy, by the way. Coming in and being like, do you mind if I interrupt? Would you walk into Target? Hi! Is my life okay? Interesting. And also, yeah. So we're just talking about like, how do we hold empathy for other people? How do we hold space for other people? And even when you can clearly see what they are doing is hurting others. That's the thing. That's the thing I hadn't said out loud. How do you still hold space for and respect people, or not respect, but how do you function in sharing space with people who are actively hurting others? It is hard when you are not the one being hurt, because you're coming from some sort of place of either privilege or favor, right? How do you still do what's right, advocate for people? How do you step into that space? Good morning, Rebecca. I know I speak out too, Mystic. And yes, I deal with my family as well. I deal with my family. Actually, my family just doesn't talk to me most of the time. My mom does. Did y'all see those cute pictures, by the way, of my mama? Isn't she adorable? I know exactly what I'm going to look like in 17 years. Except taller. My mom's tiny. Well, that's all right. And see, when we have that, when we've got people that shut us out for whether it's political reasons or belief system or whatever, we have to understand, as spiritual practitioners, I have to try to take that stand now of they're on their own journey. They have their own purpose, their own perspective, their own lessons, and they came in potentially to be a lesson for all of us. Lots of behind the scenes work. Yes. Oh, thanks. And it's just finding that balance, and finding your place in all of that. And I'm a person of action. That's just it. I'm a very action-oriented, solution-oriented person. So when I find that it's not my place to provide the solution, that's real hard. Brian says, I speak out, but when I have to be around them, like at work, I try to find the good in them and encourage that aspect. Yes. I need to be able to see these comments all the way. I need to adjust my screen, I think. Nope, don't want to hide the panel. Sorry, I'm like technical difficulties over here. All right, there we go. I adjusted it. So, yeah, I'm not as I get older, I do find that I present things better than what I did. I used to get so fiery and angry about things. Be like, you think what? How dare you? Like, I know it probably shocks you all. It might shock you all to find that I had a really crazy bad temper at one point. But now I find that I really do take a step back. I really do try to take a step back and see things from a different perspective. I know, right, Brittany? What? And I can still get pretty angry. Like I can still drop an F-bomb and a heartbeat and get really angry, especially if it's been simmering and then someone just says just the wrong thing or does the wrong thing, or it's my husband who just really says dumb things sometimes. So I learned young to knock something down with kindness. Yeah. Yeah. It's hard. It's hard. Susan knows. Yeah, don't poke the lion, right? Don't poke the lion, the big Leo energy. I was like, what is that noise? It's my dog. I hear her walking around. So I'm just trying to navigate things, trying to find the balance, and trying to protect people around me too, because because of my position, I feel like I have an obligation to help protect people, be kind and put people in their place. I can. Yep. I'm learning. Well, I guess trying to teach myself not to engage, says a Scorpio, right? Right, Michelle. I remember when I was younger, people would tell me all the time, well, we didn't tell you because you'd blow up. Well, we didn't invite you because you have a temper, or you take everything to, or you're too much. Oh my gosh. I heard that way too often. Yeah, they do need our fire. Somebody's got to burn down things, right? So now I'm just not an explosive fire anymore. I'm more of a slow burn. How's that? Bob. Oh my gosh, my ear is really doing the thing. Also, good morning. What are y'all drinking? I've got my retro vibe going on this morning. What are y'all drinking? Remember how I used to call my show Spirit Signs and Sips? I'm the black sheep and the scapegoat of my family. The "you're too much" line infuriates. Oh, I've been hearing that my entire life. My brother's friends would just call me a bitch, like I was the bitch sister. I was always so mean. It takes a lot to make me mad, but once I'm there, it burns white hot. Same, girl. It doesn't take much to ignite the flame, but I've learned to let it be a slow burn. Yeah, hot chocolate coffee. Coffee with a drop of peppermint and essential oil. Ooh, nice. I don't like coffee. I would do that with hot chocolate. That sounds good. Cacao with honey. I love that. Spring water, trying to drink mostly water these days. Good for you, Amy. I need to drink more water. I do have one of my students got me a really cool Stanley cup, and I do try to drink. I try to get through at least one tub of water a day. I do feel like I'm carrying around a tub. I'm honey badger in the mine. It's okay. Our purpose is important. I'm an air sign, balance the energy. Ooh, everything's going fast. I love all these comments. Yay. Air sign, balance the energy when I walk in a room. Done that a lot. Good for you. I don't balance it. I suck the life. I'm like that. There's a whole movie. What's that called? The Draft, or what is it when a draft is created from a fire burning on the other side of a door? Then you open the door and it explodes. That's me. That would be good with hot chocolate. I know, right? It would be good. Oh, I'm not mad at you about the whiskey either. Backdraft. That's what it is. It's a backdraft. Yes, Amy. Yes. And then let's see. Ooh, right. Oh, I'm sorry. Your ear has been sore. Fire Aries. Yep. Get so angry very fast. More of a protector. You are a protector, girl. You're a slow burn, though, I will say. And you're also Scottish. Let's be real. You have a whole different temperament. There's a whole different vibe with Scottish people. And I love it. I love it. I tell my boss all the time I'm going to start having Irish coffee in the morning. I mean, why not? I feel like if it's hot, it makes the alcohol evaporate anyway, right? At least that's what you can tell yourself. I'm just making stuff up at this point. And then we got someone else over here that's just walking in the room. Wait, what'd I do? Jen, no, what'd I say? No, Lorenda, no. What? We got people in the tube over here, not reading any rooms. Just walking in. Ordering, whiskey. Oh, what? I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. Now, as I get older, the fire is it's a slow burn, but then I have sarcasm and dripping in sarcasm. Wait, hold on. Because I can't even make this stuff up, you guys. Just dripping in sarcasm. And then I'm going to make this go away. It's kind of annoying, actually. Okay. Dripping in sarcasm. How's that? Holding it closer for the tube. It's been a very busy day for this. I should have just started with this crown. Or that part about dripping in sarcasm. Yep, it's oh, you have not seen this, Mystic? Oh my goodness, Mystic hasn't seen my French fries crown. Yeah. So I'm just going to leave this on for a little bit. Except I have a new crown, you guys. I have 2 new crowns. One of them is super cute, but I've left it upstairs on accident. And I'm getting ready to drop a video about it. So you'll just have to make sure to go watch my videos. But it's actually just a little clip that one of my students gave me. She did a braided, like one of those braided things that goes in your hair. You like a clip and then it goes into your ponytail. She's like, Miss Lorenda, you weren't here a couple weeks ago when I handed these out. I made all of these for my friends. You were upstairs teaching another class. And I did not get my mom a crown, but I need to get my mom a crown. I haven't done that yet because I haven't found one. It's not that I'm not trying. I just haven't found one I like. Do you want fries with that? This was Lucas's idea. And I think Lucas just may have just joined in I think he just signed in over on the Instagram, actually. I do need to get my mom a crown. But anyway, so my student was like, I got everybody else little frog clips, but I got you a crown because you're the leader of the class. She has no idea that I'm called the crowned medium. She has no idea that I wear tiaras and crowns. Like, she has no idea. And the fact that she brought me a bright green crown clip, perfection. I know, right, SP. So I do have another crown. I've got it here to reveal. I haven't opened it yet. So you guys want to see you guys ready for it? You ready for the new crown, the reveal? Let's do this. Let's get up to 30,000 likes on TikTok. And then let's get to 100 shares. There's 25 of you in here. That should be a no-brainer. 25 of you share with 10 people. Then that's 250 shares. So let's do that. I've got new crown reveal. It's not a custom crown. It's one I found on Amazon. I'll open it in a minute. We have to get the likes and the shares up. I've got we'll reveal this one. Mr. Carr doesn't know this has arrived. I was actually in a meeting with my friend Sandy, who does a lot of stuff on the technical end for Camp Chesterfield. And she's like, I've got to get a crown. And so she ended up ordering herself a crown. And then I ordered this one. Hi, Katie. How are you, my friend? How are you doing? What Mr. Carr doesn't know won't hurt him. That's what I'm saying. That is what I'm saying. Whatever he doesn't know won't hurt. You need to sound like the trumpets calling royalty when you show them off. That's a great idea, actually. I wonder if I have one of those sounds over here. I feel like there was something that I saw. Oh, wait, you guys, Look, okay, I think let's see if this works. Let's see if this works. Hold on. Let's see if you guys can hear this. Wait, hold on. You ready? I'm going to turn this up. Can you guys hear that on YouTube? Let's see what the applause intense. You ready for this? These are great. And there's, wait, there's feeding the ducks also. I don't know what feeding the ducks sounds like. How does that sound like feeding ducks? That's weird. Let's make that go away. We're going to make that stop. And also that drum roll is dumb. All right. How are we doing over here? We got to get to 30,000 likes on the TikTok. Running to TikTok. Woo! We got to get to 250 shares. Or 100. Well, I had said 100 shares, but it sounded like teach me how to Dougie. I know. It sounds weird, doesn't it? Let's see if I can get more sound here. Now here's bounce. What's this one sound like? That's hilarious. This is great. These are hilarious. I know, right? That was the drum roll. It sounded like bongos. Wait, every time. All right, listen, y'all need to remind me next time somebody comes in, drops their question without reading the room, and we have to mute them, remind me to hit the bounce button, the bounce sound. Be like, and... I'm cracking myself up. Oh my goodness. I know, right? Oh, see, here's a gong though. Do you guys remember the Gong Show? It was back in the 70s, but there was a show called The Gong Show. Those of you in my age might remember. Here's a gong. And so when the person was getting ejected from the show, they played the gong. So I still like the bounce. When people come in and drop their business, we'll just bounce them. We'll do the bounce. I love it. All right, let's get to 100 shares, 30,000 likes. And then I'm going to reveal the new crown that I haven't even looked at yet. I love these sounds. These crack me up. All right, tap, 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 friends. All right. So just while y'all are tapping and sharing, let's do a really quick review. My name's Lorenda Carr. I'm a very serious psychic medium. That finds way too much joy in things like sound effects. Very serious. So serious. So serious that I have a French fry crown. I'm serious when I need to be. How's that sound? And also, you just got to find joy. Sometimes joy is just in humor. Yes, totally. Right, SP? Totally serious. It is good medicine. And I try not to do it at other people's expense, but sometimes people just earn it. Right? Like, as in, here's a mirror. Also, can we just talk about how I'm missing a fingernail? I went to put my tap shoe on and it flung off. I was like, oh, hey, okay. And I haven't had a chance to go get it fixed. That's on my agenda for tomorrow. Along with getting my eyelashes filled in. They're kind of struggling right now. Thank goodness for filters on TikTok. Over here, y'all are like, wow, she looks like she has no eyelashes. It's a struggle. The struggle's real. Also, you guys, So today was all the things popping up was for my puppy that we had to send over the Rainbow Bridge. It's been a year, exactly a year. Jen, hey, good to see you. It's been exactly a year. And I miss my little Piper. I don't miss her biting people. trying to like take down the population single-handedly. But every once in a while. Did I tell you guys she came to me in a dream? Did I tell you this? I feel like I might have. I know, right? Little Piper, it's been a year. I was thinking about that. And I was at the vet yesterday with Olive. My shaman. Wait, while we're waiting for, can you explain about your shaman poosh? I don't even know what that is. What is that? Is that? I'm confused. Okay, so you don't guys remember. Okay, I'll share the dream while you guys are tapping. The thing on my mic. I have no idea what you mean. All right, so we get to 30,000. Awesome. We're over 100. Awesome. Thank you, Rosemary. All right, so I'll share the dream, and then we're going to reveal the crown. So a couple weeks, it was a few weeks ago, I was thinking about, I wasn't even thinking about Piper. I don't remember what I was thinking about, but all of a sudden I had this really vivid dream, and I knew the difference. Between it was a visitation dream, and my daughter's fiance was holding Piper the way that she always had him hold her. It was so funny. Like she would stand on him and he'd have to hold her like this. So her front paws would be here and back paws here. And that's how she preferred to be held, Princess Piper. And she would never look at the camera. I'd take pictures and she'd be like, I'm like, listen, how do you know I'm even doing anything? She would turn her head every single time. And so she wouldn't look at me, but I was like, but this dream was so real. And I was like, so sad in the dream that she was gone. And then she was there and it's like, I just heard, but I'm alive. And I was like, I was so confused because I was like, I thought I held her when she died. Like, and she's like, no, but I'm alive. And so I just knew it was a visitation dream from Piper. And that was just a couple weeks ago. So, all right, you guys ready? I still have no idea what you're talking about, Michelle, by the way. Pouch, microphone. I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm so confused. But anyway, so here we go. This is the new crown that I found. I'm going to take this one off. Very lovingly set it aside. So this is the new crown. I'm trying to do this so you don't see my address on the bag. The little brown bag. You mean this brown bag that I'm getting ready to open? Okay. I have no idea if this is going to be actually any good or not. We're going to find out. It was a very spontaneous buy. And it came with a banner that's supposed to be for a dude. I looked for a girl version, but SB, I know you know my address. I dare you to come find me. All right, you guys ready for this? Well, it comes with this birthday king crown or banner. I'm not a king, so. Oh, this is adjustable. Okay, you guys ready for this? This totally tracks, you guys. It's a lion. How funny is that? It's a Leo the lion. It's cheap. It was so cheap, but I have to I know, isn't that awesome? I know. Oh, I have to adjust it though. Oh, it's like a belt. Look, now listen, why don't my other things have that? Like my other cheap ones. Why don't they have those? Let's see, I gotta fix it. I gotta make it bigger so it sits on my head better. What do y'all think? It's very Leo-esque of me. Yep. Right. I need it bigger. If it's going to sit on my big old head. I'm used to the headbands. I think that's the thing. I'm not used to them sitting on my head like this. Oh, here we go. Girl, let me fix my hair. Nope. Oh, that's bad. Okay. All right. Should I leave the hair down with? Oh, I like the hair down. It's very Leo main vibes. What do you think? It's my Leo crown. Now that I loosened it, this is kind of cool. I had like, check this out. It's got like a thing on it where you can adjust like a belt. I've never seen that before. But I made it loose enough that it actually sits nicely on my head. Yeah. But how does one wear a crown? What do you think? That's more my vibe, I think. Yeah, it's a big crown. So fantastic yet splendid, right? So anyway, all right. I was thinking it'd be fun to do readings today. But first, I have an idea. Let's Queen of Dragons energy, right? That's what I was thinking. I need a robe. I agree. Actually, what's funny is I went with we had my bougie. I've talked about this before. One of my good friends. We have bougie girl day where we do bougie lunch. We get all dressed up because it's Tuesday, and we go to places and try on jewelry and this time she's like, let's go try on fur coats, which I'm like, I don't know. But then I tried a cape on and it was very regal and actually would match this crown perfectly now that I'm thinking about it. But I'm too cheap to spend money on stuff like that. But you're right. I do need a cape. Oh, actually, I just got one. So instead of getting like an expensive fur, I actually ended up going on a website and got a wrap that's black, and it does look like a cape. But now you're right. I need a purple one. Purple would be a lot more regal, right? Royal purple. Yep. Super emerald green. Ooh, that'd be a good one too. Very, yeah. So I thought this was fun. I thought it was fun. Well, I'm going to pull a card for the collective. Let's get an overall arching vibe. I'm going to use my Dancing Spirit Oracle deck. I got to do the thing. There we go. The Dancing Spirit Oracle deck. Let's see what we all need to know for the day. Will you be at Mayfest this year? I'll be there. I will not, Cassie. One of my students is going to be there. She's going to have a booth. I'm not. If I am, it's because I'm going to be attending, like as a normal person. But my studio has dance competition that weekend, so it's our last competition of the season. I've got all my hip hop teams. Like we have 45 dances entered. I know. Okay, I'll make sure to come find. I'm hoping to be able to at least go, but the way competitions work, a lot of times we start Friday afternoon. We don't stop till Sunday night. We pretty much live at this school. I got this on Amazon, Lucas. Isn't this great? It's like hitting my forehead funny. There we go. All right, let's pull a card. Let's pull a card and see what the collective energy is for today. And we'll lean into it. Maybe I'll pull some cards, maybe do some readings. I'm feeling pressure on my ears. I don't know if that's actual like sinus issues or, okay, awesome. I'll reread it. So yeah. I kind of love this actually. Hi, Shelly. I kind of love this because the third eye chakra is the card that came up. Let me read it. The third eye chakra, honored in many tribal dances, symbolizes intuition and spiritual insight. These ritualistic dances connect people to higher consciousness, fostering inner wisdom and profound spiritual awareness. So when I see this, I often, beyond intuition, beyond just kind of like, ooh, I have a gut feeling. Like sometimes there's just a knowing. And when I work with spirit, like I'm working in that third eye chakra, and I'm also working with that crown chakra too, because I'm pulling in love, light energy, and it's helping to balance my energy. But yeah, that third eye with the intuition and understanding who's coming in and why is huge. So today's collective energy is pay attention to your third eye chakra. Pay attention to your own intuition and start honoring what you get, because a lot of times we'll get something and then we ignore it, or we'll talk ourselves out of it. And then later in retrospect, we go, oh, I knew I should have listened to my own gut, but then we don't. Why is that? Why do you think we don't listen to our intuition? I want to hear what you guys think. Why don't we listen to our intuition? Why aren't we paying attention to the things that we're getting? Why do you feel like that is? Why do you talk yourselves out of those gut feelings that you get? You're taught not to, right? Because we don't trust ourselves of what we hear, right? But why? Fear, okay? Sometimes because of insecurity, yes. We let ego get in the way, yep. Sometimes it's truth we don't want to believe and others influence not to. Ooh, that, yes, very true. And ego can be not just ego. It can be, ego is how we feel about ourselves, like our own negative self-talk. It can be our own negative self-talk. And where does that come from? Where does that insecurity come from? Where does the ego, that situation come from? This was part of the discussion last night about the book. You know, why was this particular character so, what do we think of this particular character? And they were like, oh, he's so angry. And everybody was mad that he was so angry and anger filled. And I'm like, and they were like, and as a kid, he was angry too. I'm like, okay, why are children angry? What makes children angry? Fear. Chantel, don't want to be judged. Fear. So we've got two emotions. This goes back to something I've talked about numerous times over the last couple of years. Fear and love. That's it. Those are our two emotions. Everything else stems from fear or love. Anger comes from fear. Right? Insecurity comes from fear. Ego comes from fear, like that negative side of the ego. Worry comes from fear. Think about all the words that come from and stem from that the emotions that come from, literally, you can backtrack to fear. And often ego is a protective mechanism. Absolutely. Old thoughts are comfortable. Or old ways are comfortable. Yes. And that's so old ways are comfortable. That's a really good point. And what comes, if you backtrack, where does that backtrack? Does it backtrack to love, or does it go back to fear? Why was it comfortable? Unworthy. So you can literally, you can create a map. You can sit down and write it. You could write it down and draw a map, and you'll always come back to the root word is either fear or love. Okay. So when we are tuning into our third eye chakra and we are trying to listen to our intuition, I always tell people the first thing coming in is your intuition. It's correct. The second is you talking yourself out of it. Stepping out of the known is scarier than staying in stagnation. Exactly. Which goes back to fear of the unknown. It's fear. Right? It's all based in fear. Okay, I'm digging this lion crown. So today's overall arching energy is listen, pay attention to your intuition, that third eye chakra, and maybe even do a quick little check-in, closing your eyes for a hot second and imagining activating that third eye and seeing things through the lens of truth. Because when I think of the third eye chakra, I also think of like, this is my human lens. This is my lens of truth. Right? So how do you turn that on and see things through that lens of truth and through the lens of spirit too, allowing your higher self to come in and show you things through that truthful lens. Just closing your eyes, asking yourself, what is truth? What is the truth? Also, I cannot recommend that book that kind of broke me a little bit. I can't recommend it enough. It's actually, without giving spoilers, it's actually told by the truth angel. The story is told, and it's all about truth and lies. It's called The Little Liars, or The Little Liar. It's so good. It's so good, but you have to be prepared for it because it's a lot. It's a lot. And it's based in truth, actually, based in true stories. And just knowing that and sitting with that after listening to it is quite scary and humbling at the same time. So, all right, so we have our third eye chakra. We're listening to our inner voice. We're listening to our intuition today. And maybe we listen to someone else's intuition. Ooh, that came out of nowhere. Maybe we listen to someone else's intuition. How often does someone say something and you go, that's not true? When truth is perspective, someone else's truth might not be the same as our truth. That's the other thing you got to get past. Is this my lens of truth or is it my third eye of truth? Interesting. Who wants a card? Let's do lions. If you want a card, drop a lion. We're going to pull cards and we'll see if spirit moves in. So we have our third eye chakra. Drop a lion emoji if you'd like a card. Spam away, friends. Okay. I'm just gonna bounce around from place to place and choose like names that jump out at me. Names that jump out at me. And I'm just going to choose a card. I'm going to power read. Okay, here we go. You ready? I'm going to go with Brian over in the tube. Hermit. You get the Hermit. So this is about turning inward today and kind of figuring out your own path and figuring out what you need to do instead of worrying about what other people are doing. And I feel like you are also, by doing that, you're also being able to light the path for others and set a good example. How about, hi, Tarot by Ashley. Hello. Tina. Tina, you get the Three of Wands. You get the Three of Wands today, Tina. And Three of Wands is the energy of like waiting for your ships to come in. And I feel like you've been doing a lot of work and you've been laying a lot of plans and you're just trying to wait. You're waiting to see, or you're being called to just kind of be patient and wait to see. It's like you're waiting to, you're starting to see the ships coming in. You're starting to see the results of your plans being laid in front of you. And you're just being asked to like look for the positives. Look for the positives, look for the work that the results of the work you have done. And it may not be the result that you want right now, or that you're the ultimate result, because it's only number 3. So you're not quite to the end project, to the end result, but start paying attention to the progress that's being made. Okay. All right. Lucas, let's get Lucas a card. Lucas is over in the Instas right now. Lucas, we're just going to bounce all around. So 6 of Cups comes up for you, Lucas. Be nice to your siblings today. This is all about nostalgia, remembering what used to be. There might be someone come to visit you. This is all about remembering the past and paying attention to the past and understanding how it's playing into your current life, and paying attention to also how much you've grown. And how much more mature you are now as a result of the life lessons. So there you go. That's your card. Fawn bounds over in YouTube. Let's see. Fawn. You get the 10 of Cups. The 10 of Cups comes up for you. And that is all about happy, joy, embracing the good things in your life, embracing the things that you've done well. And I'm hearing find the joy today. Even when in the darkness, find the joy. Find the cups that are filled with joy and happiness. And appreciate. There's some people around you that I think you're being called to appreciate and understand that family is our chosen family, is what I'm hearing for you. It's our chosen family. And appreciate, even if it's not your blood relatives, that those are your chosen family and they bring you joy as well. And then how about SP? Ace of Pentacles. This is a new way of making money, a new way of bringing in the physical things in the physical realm. It could be new job opportunity, new promotion. It's something to do with or learning something new to help you make more money. Or there's something that I'm hearing, make more money. There's something physical that's coming into your awareness for you today. Embracing new opportunities. It's like you can see it, the hand is being held out here. Embrace the new opportunity for something for you. Okay. Liar Girl over in 17 over in the Instas. You've got the 4 of Swords comes up for you. 4 of Swords tells you, really, Brian? Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Well, I don't remember those readings ever. So thank you for that validation. So your card is the 4 of Swords. I'll get closer to the camera over here for the Instagram, YouTube people, and Facebook. So this card is all about healing after heartbreak, taking the time to heal and work through things logically, healing after our heartbreak, because the number 3 of Swords is all about heartbreak or something standing between you and something you love. And the 4 calls us to take the time to just allow the wounds to heal. And today might be a healing day for you, just to, and you can see they're meditating. And then also just understand that while you might be under the pressure of the 3, I want you guys to see this too. You might have the 3 swords dangling over you, but always understand that while you're taking that time to rest, you still have the golden sword of choice below you and power. Okay. Let's see. Who else? Let's see. Who's going to be next? Make sure you guys are following me, by the way, on all the things. Spicy Pisces, you jumping out at me. 4 of Pentacles for Spicy Pisces. Watch your money today. Don't go crazy. If there's something you think you want to buy, don't spontaneously buy something. Sit on it for a minute. Make sure you give yourself that time to think through things. Hold on to your money. Hold on to, there's something physical that you need to be holding on to. So spend wisely today. Okay. Elizabeth over in YouTube. Elizabeth, you got the Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles comes up for you. That is, be charitable. Pay something forward. Especially if you're feeling kind of down about something, do something nice for somebody. Or if there's someone trying to do something nice for you, let them. I feel like you have a hard time accepting help. Let them do something nice for you. Because you're actually, by doing that, you're allowing someone to learn a lesson. Okay. So be nice, or let someone do something nice for you. Accepting charity is what it is. All right. Let's see. Ambers. AMBRS over here. You get the King of Cups. When I see the King of Cups, I think of mentors. I think about healers. I think of masculine energy, but like, so fatherly, kingly energy that is very loving. And so maybe this means call your dad, or maybe this is your dad coming through for you to say hi. But there's a father or grandfather energy that comes in with this, that says, embrace, remember that I loved you too, is what I'm hearing. Remember that we loved you unconditionally, that I love you unconditionally, that you are unconditionally loved. And self-care. I'm hearing something about take care of yourself today. Today's a rough day. Would that make sense to you, Amber? I feel like there's something about today's a rough day, or something to do with significance of today. Good, Elizabeth. I'm glad that makes sense to you. I don't even know if Amber's still there or not. Amber could have just gotten a reading and not known it. Also, it's really delayed. Like 6 hours later, you're like, oh, and it's caught up. So hopefully that makes sense to you, Amber. All right, Fawn, I did a reading for you, didn't I? Been a rough couple weeks. Okay. Love yourself a little bit more. Okay. It's just the Instagram's delayed. All right. Donut. Whoever you are, Donut. You get the Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups. New love, new connection to spirit, new spirit guides, new artistic adventures. There's something, aces are newness. You're welcome, Amber. If you're asking about love, this is a good time to start a new relationship, if new friendship, it's new emotions, and it's connecting to new emotions. So so today might be a good day for you to connect into your emotions. Maybe you tend to not do that. Okay. So today's a day to do that, to really plug into your emotions, to your artistic side as well. And to also couple it with that third eye chakra, listen to your intuition, finding new ways to vibe with your intuition. All right. Let's see. Kelly over in the tube. Okay, good. I'm glad you saw it. I was worried. Kelly, for you, you've got Seven of Wands. Stand your ground, girl. Stand your ground. And take your vitamin C. So that way I feel like you're in defensive mode. I feel like you need to have energy. You need to like protect your energy, protect your peace, protect everything, and stand your ground. I'm hearing about finding your voice too. Time for you to find your voice. Stand your ground. Trying not to listen to my emotions and intuition today, so it's definitely making sense. Okay. So yeah, I would say for you, stand your ground, or drink your vitamin C. Take your vitamin C, Kelly. Drink some orange juice. All right, let's see. Butterfly Jen, you get the Hierophant. The Hierophant comes in for you. There are boxes you have to check. It feels like very orderly today. I feel like there's just things that you have to do in the right order. You're being called to pay attention to the order of things. That's very important for you today. A lot of times I see that as the Pope and Catholicism. And with that comes like stand, sit, kneel, go through the drills, go through the steps, but it's also like just a checklist that you need to follow. Check all the boxes before closing something, before closing out. So that's what I'm hearing for you today. Be diligent. Be diligent in your stuff. You just bought some oranges. I love that. Okay, perfect. Eat them. Eat them, Kelly. All right. How about Mystic? You get the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords is working on, the Queen of Swords is all about thinking. She's still passionate. She's still nurturing, but she's very much, we got one. Oh, wait. Wait. I'm waiting. Okay, hold on. I got to do this thing. Please hold, Ashley. I got to do the thing. You ready? Let me find it. Sorry, I had to do it. You want some fries with that? Okay. Anyway, back to you. With that Queen of Swords energy, it's nurturing, but still very much focused. I was like, please hold. Very focused on the future, carving, like a Queen of Swords leads from the front. They're Queen of Wands is more like in the middle, like come with me or don't. I'm going to do what I want. Whereas the Queen of Swords is like, follow me. I know the way. And I feel like today you get to be a leader. Today you're being called to be a leader and set a tone, set an example. Okay. Amy, let's get a card for Amy in the tubes. 9 of Wands. You're building something amazing. And sometimes you can't control other people, but all you can do is you can stand up for what you know. You can be a beacon of hope for people, but they may not always follow the light. Remember that. And you may have even taken a beating through this, right? Look, kind of beaten up and bruised a bit, but you're in the final, I'm hearing you're in the final stages of it. And all you can do is just stand your ground and be a beacon of hope for people. Defend your castle. Defend your castle. I'm also hearing. Okay, let's see. Who else? We go over to the Instas. Zeronia. You're welcome, Amy. Zeronia, you get the Page of Pentacles. Pages are messengers. There might be a message today about money for you or about a new job situation. There's something about earthly. It's earthly possessions. It's what matters most to you as well. So keep that in mind that I feel like there's a message. Sometimes it's about kids. And that's what I see with that page. But for you, I feel beaten, but it's from a new swimming regiment. But you get the message. Okay, good. So Zeronia, I feel like there's a message coming for you today that maybe you didn't expect or that you're hoping to hear about. And that's the energy of today. It could be a new job, new money-making opportunity. There's something about earthly things that's coming to you. So keep an eye out for that. All right, Brittany. Hey, girl. Hey, let's do Brittany. Here we go. 4 of Wands. There's something about your house and organization and getting your act together in your house. 4 walls, foundation, providing something safe. So your focus is at home today, or your focus is on the security of your home. And also like bringing excitement into your house and making it what you, hi, Psychic Shadow Worker, making it a place of celebration, making it a place where it's a safe place to fall for people. Right. Good. I'm glad. It's like there might be something to this. So that's where your focus should be, is in the home, or in the doing what you need to do to make those 4 walls safe for people. All right. So make sure you guys, I should be at 50,000, by the way, friends, over here on the TikToks. All right. Let's see who's going to be next. So I hope, Zeronia, you saw that. Hopefully. If not, they'll go back and watch it. All right. Let's see who else. Keep spamming with the lion emoji. And while you guys do that, I'm going to pull a card for Yessie because she's amazing. And then Page of Wands, message about your kids, message about something you're excited about. I feel like you are waiting for a message from somebody, and not just me giving you a card either. I feel like there's a message you're waiting on. This might be, it's like you ask for a sign about something and you're going to get it. And this might be it. That you're supposed to jump into something. There's something you're supposed to be doing that you're asking, if I should do it, show me a sign. That was your sign. You should do it. You're welcome. Thank you, Yessie, for being awesome and showing up every week. You're welcome, Saronia. Kathy over in the Facebook. Hello, my only Facebook person today, I think. You get the Two of Wands. So this is creating a new journey for yourself. You have the world at your fingertips. You've got all the energy that you need to put behind something, but it's like laying the groundwork for a new adventure, laying the groundwork for something that you know you need to do. And that's the vibration. Today's the vibration of start laying that groundwork, start getting excited about something and realizing, ooh, I do have a lot of opportunities to do things differently, or I have an opportunity to do something. And a new adventure. So I feel new adventure or go on a new adventure. Did y'all see that in the TikTok? That was cool. So that was for Kathy. All right. Okay. That redhead. Wait. Ashley, didn't I do one for you? Did I pull a card for you, Ashley? My device is heating up. Oh, it is. I take this off the charger. Let's see what happens. Oh, yikes. I thought I did. I'm sorry. Oh, it was Mystic. Well, in my mind, I was reading for Ashley. I'll go back to you. Who did I say just now? The redhead? Did I say the redhead just now? Oh my gosh, I'm a hot mess. I'm going to go back to you, Ashley. All right. So the redhead, there's something about understanding the deception around you. I also hear something about being truthful to yourself. You're lying to yourself about something. There's deception around you, but I feel like it's coming from you. And so don't be lying to other people, by the way. It's bad juju. But I feel like there's something you're lying to yourself about, and you're not willing to face a situation, and you're just kind of turning a blind eye to something. It's time for you to kind of step out of energy and listen to your gut. This goes back to the third eye chakra that came up earlier. The third eye chakra is coming up, and listening to your intuition, or someone around you is not being truthful, and it's time for you to listen to your intuition about it. Okay. Yay, Kathy. Good. The accuracy. I'm going back and forth to kind of oh yeah. Well, I'd say this is all the swords to do some cutting off. I'm just saying. Ashley, thanks for waiting. You get the Three of Cups. It's a celebration. Look at that. Three of Cups is for you. It's either a party or celebration. Maybe you're party planning today. Maybe you're thinking, oh my gosh, my friend has a birthday coming up. I should do something nice. I feel like, or plan a girl's day. I feel like there's camaraderie that needs to happen. Sign today, or if I should wait. Here's your sign. There's your sign. Oh my gosh, that's a sign. Okay. I'm glad that I'm glad that worked out for you. So I'm thinking like either plan a girl's day or there's something that you need to do to celebrate. And in that, I'm specifically feeling feminine energy. And today's a good day for planning that. Or like call your friends or reach out to a group text. I feel like there's some sort of camaraderie that needs to happen today for you. Celebration, camaraderie, party, working together, playing together, celebrating together. So the girls group that I hang out with every so often, about once a quarter, we go do our Bougie Girls Day. And it's always fun because our mission in that time is to lift each other up. Hi, Ashley. Good morning. It's to be a girl's girl. And to celebrate those wins and to take pictures of each other and be like, oh my God, girl, look at you in that necklace. Yes. And okay, brag about your accomplishments. How are you doing at work? Promotion, high five, let's do this. And that's what I feel with this Three of Cups energy for you, Ashley. Like being that girl's girl today, reaching out for people and celebrating one another. That's the energy I get from that. All right, who else wants a card? Drop the lion emojis if you'd like a card. Brianna, there's a card that jumped out for you. Two of Swords comes up for you, Brianna. You're welcome, Ashley. The Two of Swords comes up for you, Brianna, and it going back to Third Eye Chakra, right? It's while we often look for external validation on things, you're being challenged to make a decision based on your own intuition. You know the answer. You know what you need to do. Quit looking for external validation today. So today truly is about you making decisions, working on your own intuition, working on your own energy, and believing in yourself. I feel like I got to put my dragon crown on. You keep looking externally. You keep looking outward, and I want you to look inward. Okay. That's what it's like. You have to make a decision, but you don't want to look at everybody else's opinions. You want to listen to yourself. Okay. All right. Let's see who else. Joan Johnson over here. Let's get you a card. All right. You've got the Nine of Swords. Something's got you worried. There's something you're afraid of. And when this card comes up, you're welcome, Brianna. If you're feeling anxious about something, I want you to remind yourself what it was like when we were kids, and you were afraid. You were afraid of the thing that might be under the bed. And then eventually you go and you look because you finally get enough nerve up to face it. And it turns out it's not a monster under the bed. It is actually a dust bunny, or the very toy that you've been looking for months. And instead of embracing and looking and facing the demon or the monster that you thought was under the bed, you feared it and avoided it. And that's what the energy for you today is recognizing, is this anxiety mine? Is it legitimate? Where's it coming from? What's this anxiety coming from? Is it fear? Because anxiety is fear. It stems from fear. It doesn't come from unconditional love. It does not come from a love place. It comes from fear. So if you're feeling anxious, if you're feeling afraid of something, ask yourself why. And is it actually something you should be afraid of? Or is it something you can face? So that's your energy for today. All right. Let's see. Kendall, you get the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords comes in for you. This is quick, fast moving energy. You might have to make a very fast decision. You might have things come into your existence today that's like chaotic. Just understand it's going to pass just as quickly as it comes in. And I want you to really pay attention to not engaging in that energy is what I'm hearing, Kendall. It's kind of like when a kid comes in and they're chaotic. And they're just chaos. And you have to be like, simmer down now. Simmer down. And just understand this is gonna leave just as quickly as it comes in. All right. So keep that in mind. Whatever this chaos energy is, it will leave just as quickly as it comes in. Okay. Okay, let's see. Who's next? Oh, I'm sorry, Kendall. I'm sorry to hear that. That's chaotic. That is definitely chaotic. And that may have been who was trying to get my attention earlier. To let you know that they passed okay. You're welcome. All right, let's see. Who's going to be next? I kid you not. I kid you not. You're feeling like you're left out in the cold about something. Be careful of FOMO today. Beware of FOMO today. I kid you not. You might be feeling like you're being left out or that you're unseen. I feel like you feel invisible, that people don't see you. Well, I'm telling you right now, I see you. And now you get the card this proves. And I want you to understand that when you're feeling left out, that's an opportunity for growth. It's an opportunity for reflection. It's an opportunity to learn a new lesson. And that sometimes being left out in the cold means you're not inside the burning building. Right? So maybe find the blessings in the feeling left out. All right. Ashley Ryan, you get the Two of Pentacles. This is about juggling money. This is about juggling the earthly things and understanding that you can't take it with you. So enjoy. And it's a balancing act. I'm hearing today, find good balance. Like you're gonna have to find balance, or balance your checkbook, balance your bank account. Kendall, yours was the Knight of Swords. So with this Two of Pentacles, like just being mindful of the balance, and you might be just juggling some kids today. I don't know. Finding balance, finding better balance. I just keep hearing that. Hi, Loy. How are you? How are you, my friend? Longtime friend. I'm trying to remember how long have we were in a group a long time ago. Aiden was a baby. He's 22 now. That's how long I've known you. That's crazy. You're like always juggling kids. I feel like though there's something being mindful of your money. Be mindful of your money and try to balance something out. There's something, and check your bank account. Something about check your bank account or balance your bank. Something like that is what's coming in. Oh, I'm sorry, Loy. I hate that for you. Well, here, let's get a card for you. Pull a card. See what the card says for you. Well, this makes sense. Been a rough year. You're mourning the loss of a way of life. It's like you're mourning the loss of something. But what Spirit is trying to encourage you to do is when, I'm going to put, you guys want to see this. When you are focused on the 3 spilled empty cups, Spirit wants you to focus on the 2 filled cups that are behind you. So when you're feeling down, when you're feeling like you're mourning the loss of things, you're feeling down about it, Spirit wants you to focus on the things that you do have. It sounds so cliche, but also understanding, like, what did you learn from that? Hi, good morning, Tammy. What did you learn from those experiences, and finding ways to fill the cups that you have, and understand that, bad things are going to happen. Things are going to suck sometimes, and it's okay to be sad. It's okay to be angry. It's okay to feel all of the feelings. It's okay to mourn. It's okay to live in that. But then also, how do you recover from it? How do you find strength? And sometimes it's just focusing on the things that are good. I used to say this all the time. Watch husky videos, the mouthy husky videos. They're just like, rah, rah, rah. Funny. Or cat videos, funny cat videos, laughing babies, things to bring your joy up so you can see things from a different perspective. So good to see you, Loy. I'm so glad you popped in. Perfect timing. All right. Who else? If you want a card, drop a lion emoji. If you haven't had one yet, drop a lion emoji. You love huskies. I do too. I'm so allergic to them. I can't have them. However, Rosemary. There we go. Let's pull a card for Rosemary. You're still in here. 10 of Wands. I didn't know if you were like doing your actual job. So 10 of Wands, it's unburdening yourself. It's letting people be responsible for their own actions, letting people be responsible for their own stuff. And understanding that when you try to take on everything for everybody, you're robbing them of a lesson. And it's very, very much the energy of, well, this is not my problem. This is a you thing. This is your problem. So, hi, Chris. So understanding the difference between what is your issue and what's someone else's issue. Okay. So that's your energy today. Like not taking on other people's stuff. Oh, I miss you too, Loy. So I'm so glad you popped in. All right. So if you want a card, drop an emoji, drop a lion emoji, except mine. Yeah. Don't give mine back. Tammy H. Tammy, you get the world. There are cycles that are being ended. You're ending cycles, or you are, it's all about acknowledging the end of something and moving on from. And if you don't want to repeat the cycle, you need to acknowledge the cycle. It's like you see things repeating over and over again, and you're like, get me off this roller coaster, get me off this hamster wheel. And I'm hearing it, you can choose when it ends. And maybe today's just a good day energetically to have something end. Acknowledging cycles. I just keep hearing acknowledging cycles. See the cycles for what they are. And don't be afraid to call it out. Calling out toxic cycles. Ooh, that was interesting. Wendy Sue. Wendy Sue, you get the tower. And then, oh, got it. Okay. I'll grab Chris's card next. Wendy Sue, you get the tower card, which is, there might be a shock today. There might be something that comes in real fast and hard for you. And just understand that it's the bigger picture. I promise you I'm not predicting doom and gloom. This might be actually talking about something that's already happened. It's like understanding that when the lightning hits the tower and burns it down, that you are actually getting the opportunity to have a brand new slab and build something new. So even though something harsh comes in today, or there's some energy of something coming to an end, or some terrible thing happening, that it's okay to move into recovery mode. It's okay to go, okay, how am I going to make this better? How do I get to be solution oriented? It's kind of like when you see something happen, it's when you see something happen, you're like, how do I fix this? Sometimes we have to just go ahead and let the tower burn all the way to the ground instead of partially burn, then do, fire smoke redaction. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's better just to build new. Okay. All right. Let's pull a card for Chris. All right. Chris, you get the Lover's card today, working in partnership, which is interesting because I know Ashley got the juggling money thing, right? So I feel like you guys need to work in partnership on some stuff today. There's some communication stuff that has to happen and work together. Be a good team today and enjoy and do something nice. Do something nice for your wife. I'm just saying, girl, I got you. Do something nice for the wife. Hi, Jose. Or no, Jocelyn. Sorry. Jocelyn, you're welcome, Wendy. Thanks for watching and following and doing all the things and tapping. Sorry about that, Jocelyn. Okay, good. He's like, dang it. That means buy her flowers. I'm just saying. It's a good day to schmooze. All right, let's see who's getting a card next. If you want a card, drop a lion emoji in the chat. I've had no lions for a long time over on the Instas. Let's see who's going to get the next card. Who's going to get the next card? Actually, you know what, Jocelyn, since I totally called you Jose Lynn. Oh man. Okay. You get the 10 of Pentacles. This is enjoying something in the physical realm. It's financial. It's enjoying a windfall, getting something free today, or getting something that you didn't necessarily have to go clock in for. And it's a good financial day for you. It's a good financial day. It's a good day for receiving without having to work so hard. So when you get something come into you, accept it with love and gratitude, and just know that you do deserve it. You do deserve all the good things. All right. So that's your overall arching energy today. Lola, how about for you? Lola, you have the Judgment card. Yes, we're being judgy. Hi, Tanya. There's Tammy. Hi, friend. So Lola, hubby just texted me. He got you cold brew and you said it. That is so cool. I love that. I love when you get immediate validation. Hi, Sabrina. All right. So this is for Lola. Judgment. Let it go. I'm hearing make like frozen and let it go. There's something that we have to let go of. It's either a mentality or a way of doing something, or there's someone that you're really holding on to. It's overrun its course. It's run its course, and it's time for you to let something go. So today is a day of letting things go. I don't know, Nurse Ratchet. Do you want fries with that? Did you drop a lion emoji to get the card? Or did you just come in here and not read the room? Tammy, Rocco the Roddy. Let's do this. All right. 6 of Swords. 6 of Swords comes in for you. And hey, Yessie, you're muting people for the entire live and not for 5 seconds. Did you know that? You can just mute people for like 5 seconds. That way they can still comment if they want to. I know. I meant to tell you that earlier. I do that on accident sometimes. I know. It's like when you mute them, you have the option of doing the whole live or 5 seconds. Anyway, so I forget who I'm reading for. Tammy, you get the 6 of Swords. 6 of Swords is moving on from rough waters. There is something that you're being challenged today to move on from, that you're able to kind of empower yourself and move away from. This is kind of like, okay, listen, you're rocking the boat back here. I don't need that. I don't need the rocking the boat stuff. And you have a choice to energetically move on and protect yourself from it. And that's what I see in that shroud, that you're able to protect yourself or someone else and take control of the situation and move away and move into a place of peace. So that's your energy for today, moving towards the place of peace, out of the chaos into the peacefulness. I adore you, and you deserve a day of peace. And it might just be a client that's really annoying you, or like something you were going to, a property you're like, this is a pain, move on from it. I feel like it has to do with work, to be honest. But it just might be your overall arching energy. Be like, I'm done with things that are rocking the boat. Ooh, wonder who's going to get this card. Okay. Who's getting this card? Who's getting this card? This flew out. Drop your lion emojis. I'm only going to do a couple more cards and then I'm going to go. I kid you not. I did a card for you before. I pulled a card for you a while back. Let's do, here, spam away with your lions. Spam away with your lions. Hi, Kristen. I'm going to see who my eye goes to. I feel like this goes to Sabrina, actually. Sabrina, you get the moon card. Something's going to be revealed today, and I want you to recognize it as truth. When someone shows you who they are, believe them. And hang on, Tanya, your card's next. But I feel like it's really, oh, okay. Hi, Kennedy. I feel like I just keep hearing that phrase over and over again. And I don't get that phrase in my head with this card very often. But when someone shows you who they are, believe them. And I feel like there's a big energy of there's the moon, the full moon comes out. And, you know, what I found in this political climate that we are dealing with in America is my analogy is back in the old days, cockroaches would scatter when you turn on the lights. Now you turn on the lights and they're smoking your cigarettes, they're drinking your booze, and they're upset that you just disturbed their peace. Nobody's hiding. The cockroaches are no longer hiding. And a lot of times we look at them now and go, oh, maybe those aren't gross cockroaches. Maybe I was wrong this whole time. Maybe they're not so bad. They're bad and they're gross. Cockroaches are gross. So there we go. When someone shows you who they are, believe them. Okay. Tanya, this is for you. think that's who I said, right? I said, Tanya, you'll be after Sabrina. Keep an eye out. Just keep that in mind. And this may be a day of just revealing, like the sun shining or the moon shining on things. Okay. Tanya, you get the Knight of Pentacles. This is get on your horse and go after what you want. This is be proactive. I'm hearing this is a proactive day. Be solution oriented in the physical world, meaning like job, money, anything of value to you, whatever means the most to you, go for it. You can make a difference. Don't wait around for somebody else to do it for you. Today is a day of action for you. And I feel like if you are action oriented and solution oriented, you will be successful. It's got a really good energy around it. So to go for it. Kennedy, let's do a card for you. Oh, you get the Star card. There's the Star card for Kennedy. This is all about the Star card comes after. Okay, good. Thank you, Yessie. You're welcome, Tanya. So the Star card is all about the renewal after the tower. It comes after the tower. After the house burns down, it's time to rebuild. It's a sense of renewal. And so whatever recently has happened today is an energy of renewal for you, Kennedy, and stepping into the, again, solution oriented. It's time to think clearly after maybe something has burned down or something has crashed down around you. Whatever this energy is, it's like, okay, you know what? Today is a new day. It's a new vibration, and it's time to shift into that energy for you today. And it's the Star. And also I feel like your spirit guide. Oh my goodness. Okay. So listen, one of your guides is saying, I'm going to show you stars today to prove to you that I'm here with you. So look for the stars today. You might even see an actual star, like a movie star. You never know. Look for the stars. All right. Who's next? Who wants I only have 3 minutes left. So let's see who is next. Is there anybody even in? I don't think anybody's even in the YouTube at all. I have like, wow. Well, that's disappointing, especially if I get rid of this, you all need to be following me on the tubes. You know what? The first lion that I see in the YouTube is the one I'm gonna pull a card for. First line. Okay, actually, Kristen, go over to my YouTube. First line that I see over in the YouTube. Do, 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 do. I really wish YouTube had filters like TikTok. Let's be real. That's why I stick around on TikTok. It's for the filters. Wow, there's nobody watching from YouTube. There she is. That's you, Kristen, right? Lorenda Carr medium over on the tube. It is a retro Celsius. I love them so much. All right. So we have for Kristen, you've got the 7 of Pentacles, my friend. 7 of Pentacles. This is you. This is Spirit's way of coming through to say you have done a lot of work. You've planted a lot of seeds. Be patient. The root system is growing. You're starting to see a little bit come up through the top. You're starting to see the sprouts, the little buds from the garden that you've been tilling and working on. Not here in Indiana though, because snow, the never ending snow. Are you kidding me? It's just so much. Anyway, with that 7 of Pentacles, you're starting to see a little bit of the results, right? A little bit of something. And just be patient. Just understand that while it's only a little bit here on the surface, the whole root system is growing. I do feel like there's a shift in your energy and trajectory lately. Like you've been making a conscious effort to do something different, to bring in more people. There's something that you've been doing, and Spirit saying, keep at it, keep doing it, keep doing it. Oh, good, Kelly. Thank you. You're awesome. Do you want to build a snowman? I don't. All right, let's see. Michelle Zornesco. You get the 8 of Pentacles. You're going to be, your energy today is being an authority in something, understanding how good you are at it, and stepping into the energy of you're welcome. Thanks for coming over and doing that. So the 8 of Pentacles for you, Michelle, is understanding the power that you have and understanding all the work that you've done. And this could be in work. It could be in I also sometimes think of this as therapy. Like you've done a lot of work on internally and worked on yourself to better your position, to better your life. And I think this is what Spirit is calling you to do, is step into the energy of acknowledging what all you've done and how far you've come, and embracing that energy. So that's what you get to do today, Michelle. Yeah. And that's a good lesson for all of us. That's a good lesson for all of us. I'm going to pull a dragon card, and then I'm going to go. Let's pull a dragon card, shall we? I'm glad it's so spot on. Good. Thank you for that validation. All right, let's see here. Let's see. Let's do a collective dragon card. A collective dragon card to finish up the live today. Let's see here. And also make sure you guys go on the TikTok and on all my socials. And I started a YouTube page for Camp Chesterfield. So make sure to go to all of the platforms and follow Camp Chesterfield, because I'm going to be stepping into that energy of working on that. So make sure you're following them. I'm hoping to be able to do some stuff with their socials soon. I sleep in my power sometimes, scared of it maybe. Oh, don't be scared of it. Yeah, don't be scared of it. I knew what you meant. Sleep on. Step into it. Embrace it. All right, here's our collective final message for today. Dark Blue Galactic Dragon. Dark Blue Galactic Dragon helps you listen to the voice of the universe, ignite the codes of your master blueprint, access cosmic wisdom, and enter higher service. To me, that goes right along with this energy of the third eye chakra. Isn't that gorgeous? Listening to your intuition, listen to the universe, and accept that the universe wants what's best for you. Right? Oh, thanks, Brian, for saying that. It's going to be a big job, though. Just in intertwining all the things, but make sure you go follow all the platforms. So anyway, that's it. Listen to your intuition, embrace the messages from the universe, embrace what the universe is bringing you, and understand that you deserve to be happy. You deserve good things. Be kind to other people, have empathy for other people, hold space for other people, all while being kind to yourself. All right. So thank you all for coming and listening to me just ramble literally for 2 hours. I really do appreciate you. Make sure you follow me on all the platforms, as well as Camp Chesterfield. And hopefully I will see you again next week. Next week, we'll be talking, since it's going to be right by Valentine's Day, we're going to be talking about all kinds of cool things Valentine's Day, and love related, and all the yummy fun things. I might even bring chocolates to eat to the party. I don't know. I'm excited for Mayfest too, if I get to go. I don't know if I'm going to get to go or not. There's some people in here that are going to go, that are vendors. But I have a dance competition that weekend, and it's our big final one. So I don't see myself, depending on how the competition plays out, I don't know that I'll be able to go. A Valentine's crowd. Well, I mean, this kind of with all the red does vibe there. I think the last thing I need is a Valentine. Yeah. I'm excited for you, Kristen. Yes. Yeah. My Courtney, one of my students, Courtney, I think you've been in class with her before. She's going to be at Mayfest. And another Casey that was in here earlier, she's going to be in Mayfest. And so, yeah, so very, very cool. I'm excited for you all to be doing this. And I'm so proud of all of you for getting out and doing that, So thank you all so much. I've got to get ready. I've got an in-person reading, which means I have to clean all this up. And then Amy, are you going to come up for Mayfest? Are you coming up in May? Oh yeah, duh. I know this. I knew this because I've got you doing your thing. I'm so excited. And thank you, Kelly. Adore you. All right. Thank you so much, everybody. So I'm taking my kids to Mardi Gras parade. Fun. Have a good time. Oh, I forgot. It's like Mardi Gras time. Wait, what is today? Today's not Ash Wednesday, is it? No, that's next Wednesday. All right. Thank you all. You guys want to hear it? You have to stick around. Listen to my big outro. You ready for this? Let's do it. All right, friends. Thank you so much. I will see you all next Thursday, maybe even Monday. Actually, I should be doing a Monday Night Mania if I can get my act together. So, all right, here we go. Thank you, friends. It says stay in the studio until the outro video finishes playing or the broadcast may not end properly. Oh, just kidding. Just reading things out loud. All right. Love you all. Have a great day.
Your time in the realm of the crowned medium is cherished. Her Highness Lorenda Carr encourages you to like, subscribe, comment, and follow on all channels to stay updated on new episodes and offerings.